Uh, it just goes to show how nervous we are. I mean, at least me and Mo, we're nervous. Farouk, you said you're not nervous at all. It is what it is,
No,
according
no,
to
I'm
you.
not saying I'm not nervous. I'm just saying, like, I am not at that level that you guys are. Do you understand? I know that it's a game, you understand, but the thing is that we've been here, done it. Like, this is not the first time we're here. So, like, even if we go out, we go again next year. That's the thing. Like, we're gonna be here again. So, I was saying, earlier, like, I feel like when we talk about players like Cruz and Modric, like, unless something outrageous happens tonight, this game will just be an anecdote in the story of their careers. This is what I think, you understand. It's not going to be what defines or doesn't know. I mean, if there's a level of
Man,
immortality to be achieved, they're already there. There is nothing to be added or subtracted from them.
yeah, but you're just looking at the overall picture. But if you look at this season, this is the game that defines our season. So that's why we are all so nervous, and especially against a team like Man City. They said last year, like Mo said, it's all luck. You just won it with the skin of your teeth or whatever. But then tonight we have an opportunity to prove them all wrong that
Next
we are
season,
the.
next season, it's going to be the same context as well. So what? There's going to be,
Come on,
that's the
man.
thing. I mean, we
Uh,
won. We won in 2018. And what didn't they say? Like, we were the worst winners or something like that. I was it
yeah,
2018? Which was like,
uh,
I think the one with Salah and
2021,
the
Yeah,
no,
18.
no. 18
18.
was the one with the Salah and the revenge scene, and I think we were like, I don't know, 20 points behind, or how many points behind in La Liga. I can't
Barcelona. Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
So that's the thing as well. So it's not like this is the first time. And I've also said this as well. Vicente Del Bosque won the league by finishing fourth, won the UCL by finishing fourth or fifth, something like that. So it's not like, it's a one-time thing. So if you want to prove doubters wrong, you still will have to find, they will find something to say next year, the year after that, the year after that, the year after that. You understand? You just have to find a way to, to justify to yourself. At least that's what I try to do, to justify to myself that I know that this is not fluke, man. Like, I mean, Mourinho came in 2010, I think, right? And since
Yeah.
then we've been in semifinals how many times? We had
11
that
times 13 years.
exactly. So that's the thing. Like, it's not fluke. Like, this is what we do. Like, we will be there. There's a higher chance that we're gonna be there again next year than not. You understand? So that's why I understand it's a high game. There's all stakes on the line, but the fact that this game will be remembered eternally in all memories and this and that. Nah, I don't buy that, man. I mean, let Man City fans say that because they
But
haven't been here before.
if we do win it, it's gonna be remembered for eternity.
Of course, definitely, definitely. But
Yeah,
what I'm saying is that it's not gonna define. Like, I mean, it's not
yeah.
gonna be that game. Like, for example, like, let's say, like, La Decima, for example, has a very, very, important. Like, it's of grave importance. Like, it's something that's gonna define, the legacy of players at Real Madrid. But I feel like if you win the Champions League this season, for this group of players, I don't think it's gonna be like, one, two, three top memories that they're gonna be talked about if they're discussing these players. Okay, for
I mean,
Vinicius, definitely. Yeah, that's
for
true. For Vinicius, it will be.
for
Yeah.
me, okay, Farouk, I'll also tell you this thing. Like, there's another angle. If they win the Champions League this season, they equal Paco Hento at 6. They
Yeah.
they become like the winners with the most titles in the Champions League era. So outright. So I think this will be something special. And then players like Nacho and all of these guys. I don't know if Nacho will continue next season. So Nacho leaving Real Madrid with the 6th title, I think it will be something special, especially a guy who's been at Real Madrid throughout his entire career. Coming from the youth teams to Castilla to the first team, and then going on to win 6 Champions League titles. I think is something really special. Even Carvajal, but then, yeah, Carvajal is probably going to stay on after the season as well. So this will be something special for me if we win it this season.
Well, okay, if you guys say so. Like, I mean, I will just it is
And
what it is.
I mean, we had this discussion, right? While other people might think that Real Madrid were like better last season than this season, looking like in hindsight, I think we can consider the last season's team to be good. But it was when the season started, everybody was like, "This is the worst Real Madrid team. You have lost Ramos, you have lost Varane. You're going to struggle a lot. You're not going to go far in the Champions League. You're not going to win the league title and everything." But this season, I think we came in with a lot of expectations, right?
Yeah.
For us, this season's team is better than last season. So I have more expectations. Last season, if we had gone out against City, I probably wouldn't have been as disappointed compared to what I would be this season, because I firmly believe that this season we are better than last season.
I mean, just considering the squad, we are better than last season. Maybe defense-wise, not so much, because we've lost the talents of Mendy. Camavinga has brought a new dimension to the attack. But I think why people say that we're a weaker team this season is because Benzema is not the Benzema of last year, and the onus is on Vinicius, who has been pretty much at the same level, maybe even a tiny bit higher. We've been like way more dangerous in the transition phases of this game, of all of these matches. But if Benzema does not get firing today, then we're definitely going to be a much weaker team than the team that Manchester City faced last season, man.
I think I would balance that by saying the rise of Rodrigo has been impeccable this season. You know, last season he didn't have as much impact as he has had this season. While Benzema has gone down in goals, Rodrigo has somewhat compensated towards it. So I guess this season we have a little variety. You know, same thing with Mendy. Mendy has gone, but then Camavinga has stepped into his role and delivered. So I think Real Madrid overall this season are almost as good, if not better. So I have expectations going into this game.
Actually, if you could recall, Jake,
you have to give City respect as well. They are a brilliant team. They have Erling Haaland, so I think they're better than last season this year. So
actually, if you could recall, Jacob, we had this discussion before about the fact that we lost La Liga. The point is not that we became worse, no, because if you could recall, I was telling you about the article I read that was actually pinpointing the fact that at least at that stage it was I think maybe 7 games ago. Real Madrid has scored almost the same amount of goals, have the same amount of points, you understand? So it's not like we became worse or anything. We were performing as we were last season, which more rightly attests to the fact that Asensio has actually scored more goals. Rodrigo has also, come to the fore as well. So that goals you lost with Benzema actually have been replaced. But the point was that in the league, Barcelona actually, decided to stop conceding goals, so that was, the big difference there, honestly. So I think that's the team line. It's not like
just to add to Farouk's point about Barcelona not conceding goals. I think the only most of the goals they've conceded in 4 games, 2 against Espanyol, 2 against Real Madrid. The rest of the teams have not somehow, for some reason they have decided not to score against Barcelona for whatever reason.
Exactly, man. Honestly, because you watch some games, I think it was a game against Valencia or Villarreal. I can't remember. It was one of these 2 teams, man. Honestly, the chances that this team missed was outrageous. I don't know if you're aware, Mo, but there was a time in La Liga where Barca had conceded 7 goals, and I think 3 was against us. No, it was 8 goals. 3 was against us. In the first leg. It was 8 goals. You understand? So they conceded 8 goals, 3 against us. So I think it was 5 goals in 27 matches. The 28 being the game with us. You understand? So in that 28 games, they had expected goals against of around 22, and they had conceded 8. Ter Stegen was performing this is record level. I think if they finish the season, because the record is 14 goals conceded by either 14 or 15, I'm not sure, conceded by Mourinho's Chelsea. They're on par to break that. And you're thinking who are the defenders? It's fucking Christensen, man. It's Marcos Alonso as a center back. These are players that don't put too much confidence in you when it comes to defense. Well, they found a way to just navigate that, man.
But I think you have to give a lot of credit to Araujo and as you pointed out, Ter Stegen and Jules Koundé. I think Koundé has done pretty well. While he was at Sevilla were one of the best defenses in La Liga. He goes to Barcelona, combines with Araujo and Ter Stegen, and suddenly now they're the best defense in La Liga. So I think you have to give credit there. And the fact that this Barcelona, is on record setting numbers. Everybody tells me that this Barcelona is one of the worst Barcelonas of all time, but then you look at their La Liga record, right? They're on track to score 97 points. I mean, the highest record in La Liga is 100 points, so they're just going to be 3 points off that. This is something really amazing, I guess. Our La Liga form, gets people to underestimate us this season. But as you rightly pointed out, I think this Real Madrid team is as good, if not better, than last season. So I think going into this game, we should have some expectations.
Yeah, definitely, man. What about the lineups, guys? What do we think? We were all talking about, a back 4 with, 3 center backs. And
man, I was pretty sure Alaba was going to play as left back and Rudiger would start, and Rodrigo wouldn't play. But I guess this thing, playing Rodrigo, it just means that for Ancelotti, Rodrigo is undroppable now.
Yep.
Well, that is true, but the point now becomes, there is nothing, there is no game changer from the bench. So that's the question, honestly. Because I also, aware of the idea of playing Rodrigo as well. But the point is, who's gonna, give that impact of the bench? The thing is, I look at the bench now, it's Ferland Mendy, it's Rudiger, it's Dani Ceballos, it's Tchouaméni. Those are the guys. Okay, there's also Marco Asensio, but those are the guys, you're gonna call upon.
How can you just say it is just Marco Asensio? Come on, man. That guy can come on and just instantly score.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, man, I'm not
No,
that
no, I'm just
confident,
kidding.
honestly.
Now, for me,
Me neither.
For me personally, I think what this does is it forces Ancelotti to, sort of go to the drawing board and create a new, let's say, tactic to change games. Because, last season we were incredibly dependent on Camavinga coming on after, like, in the second half and changing the pace of the game. So I think what it does right now is, like, as you rightly pointed out, Marco Asensio is probably the only attacking impetus that we get. But, whoever has watched Asensio play in the stadium, everybody tells me the same thing, that Asensio is a very tactically intelligent player. He has a very high in-game IQ. So, and whenever we have watched him play in the central areas of the field, I think Marco Asensio has been pretty good. So I guess Ancelotti has to figure out a way to get that out of Asensio in today's game if he needs a sub off the bench, if he needs some attacking output out of the bench.
Actually, I was thinking more, maybe the eventually maybe what would be is I don't know if maybe Carlo is looking, to finish the game as early as possible and stop the middle of the pack towards the, I don't know if you can nick a goal or like be 2-1 up, towards the 68th minute, maybe he can just throw on the midfielders. I don't know, Dani Ceballos and Tchouaméni, bringing out players like he might sub off, a player like Rodrigo, for example, and obviously we know Toni Kroos also might most likely either Kroos or Modric will also go off, in the 60th or in the 70th minute, maybe just
I think at some point in
that.
time we are going to see either Rudiger or Mendy come on and Camavinga switch back into midfield. I think that's going to happen.
So that's the thing, honestly. Like, I mean, if Mendy's, let's see, actually, who starts on the right for City? It's
Bernardo
Silva again. Yeah, it's Silva again. Okay, but I mean, because the point is, actually, that's a very valid point, more because eventually maybe he brings on, a player like Mahrez. Eventually, so I expect that to happen as well. A player like Mahrez should also come on with time. Maybe a player like Mahrez will come on, and given that, you want Mendy to, take him one because Mendy's a very good defensive fullback. So maybe that might be, and, Camavinga goes into the middle.
And we cannot even forget
sense.
Nacho. We can't forget Nacho. Maybe it's Nacho instead of Mendy because we're not sure about Mendy's fitness.
Well, that's also true as well. That's true.
That's going to be my first defensive change as well. If we actually need to defend our lead, then it's going to be to bring on Camavinga into the midfield, get a bit more solidity and tackling in there, and then replace the left back position with either Mendy or Nacho.
But like, how big a surprise was it for you guys when Rudiger was not on the lineup today?
Oh, I mean, it was kind of hinted, right? In his Carlos press conference, I didn't say that Rudiger was going to start. I meant Rodrigo was going to start. Rudiger may or may not start. And as soon as the players came down from the flight, you could see that Militao had Ancelotti in his arms. So it was a given that Militao was going to start.
So somebody said Militao took the whole flight to convince Ancelotti to start.
Honestly, for me, I was a bit of surprise because I thought like Carlo wanted to, follow the same blueprint as last season. Honestly, but as more rightly pointed out, most likely, the thing is that we don't give Carlo Ancelotti a lot of credit, and at least to my defense, like he hasn't shown me a lot to give him a lot of credit for, when it comes to tactical, I don't know, adaptation or what is not. It's just all low blocks, counter attack, and do what freestyling, hero ball, whatever it is. Well, maybe today he's decided to do something different. You understand? Because honestly, like when you look at the bench, there is not much that you can see for when it comes at least to the attacking side. But honestly, like our bench is not that bad. We have a lot of gifted players. Tchouaméni, Ceballos, Ferland Mendy, Nacho, Asensio as well. So like these are players that will be starting for I think 90% of the teams that play football in top 5 European leagues. So they're not, bad players as well. So, but then the point is that just in the attacking, sense was gonna give that impact. But then also, if you guys could recall last year, like more than Rodrigo, though the impact still was made by Camavinga a lot. You understand? And Camavinga wasn't an attacking midfielder, so I don't know because I was saying, earlier I think yesterday to Mo and so that I just feel like Tchouaméni hasn't lived up to the hype in my opinion, or rather hasn't lived up to the standard he set. Because I remember in the first few games of the season before, I think he went injured and then he came back and then he went to the World Cup and then he came back. I don't know, it might be the reverse. I might be missing it.
He went to the World Cup, got injured, and then.
Okay, okay. So that's it. So I think since he came back, like honestly, I haven't seen that from him. Like honestly, because when he first came, I was like, okay, this is not Casemiro, but this is someone that like is gonna give you a different profile and gonna get the job done. You understand? But honestly, since then I've just seen an average player. So for me, like an average player at Real Madrid is just below par. Like he's not lived up to the expectations, in my opinion. Well, I mean, there is no bigger stage than tonight, to make an impact, especially for a new player coming in. I mean, we've seen what Camavinga did to his reputation last year with the performances. So that might be something as well.
Tchouaméni could have made that impact in the last game against City with the last, I guess it was the last shot on goal that we had. That shot was
Holy shit, what a shot, man.
Yeah, that's true though. That's true. But then, I mean, that's not the kind of impact. Okay, you score.
No, I understand what you're saying. But I was just pointing out that Tchouaméni could, if that goal, early in Luka Modric's career, there was a time when Real Madrid fans we weren't very convinced. I'm sure you guys remember when Luka Modric initially came. There was a period of time when he wasn't as good as he is right now. Yep. So, and then there was this game against United in the Champions League. He goes to Manchester and he scored that goal. After that, I guess Luka Modric really, came into his own at Real Madrid. So that might have been Tchouaméni's Modric movement. Maybe he gets that today.
That's very valid, actually. That's a very, very valid point. But I mean, that's the thing. Like when you do something like this, I think also not just yourself, you give confidence to your teammates as well. And also by extension as well, to the fans. So they kind of look that's true actually, because that goal from Modric was I don't know, man, it was a miracle shot, I would say. You understand? With the with the bend and the curvature and hitting the post and eventually going in. It wasn't an easy goal, and back then De Gea was in his pomp actually. So it wasn't an easy feat to do that actually. So yeah, I think that might be maybe he needs such a moment, to eventually get in there. But I think Tchouaméni, as I said, has shown the flashes at the beginning of the season, so he will eventually get there, just maybe next season or something like that, with a bit more time. Let's see how it goes, honestly, man. I don't know.
For me personally, I think Tchouaméni is much better when he's carrying the ball forward and playing those passes into the final third. I guess playing alongside Kroos and Modric, sometimes that aspect of his game gets muted out because Kroos isn't as good, in the deeper areas, defending in the half space and everything. So the onus falls on Tchouaméni to cover those areas. I guess asking Tchouaméni to do a lot of defensive work that Casemiro used to do is sort of hindering him. But I think next season, if Tchouaméni is playing more alongside of Camavinga, and I think Camavinga is pretty good in the deeper areas. He actually likes playing there, and he can create an impact from there because his long balls into the final third from deeper areas, like last season, they were very important for us. So I think if that aspect of his game, like Tchouaméni's game, is highlighted, I guess as well.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, we haven't talked about the other midfielder guys. Joaquin Fede Valverde. He had a very kind of a similar season to Tchouaméni as well. Starting out, he was the player to watch out for us. He was even more dangerous than Vini, even more dangerous than fucking Benzema, and he was banging in the goals. But then the World Cup came along, and then he's been a kind of a shadow of himself. What do you think his impact is going to be for this game?
For me, it's a very tough thing to talk about Fede Valverde because I'm not sure how much his own personal life situation is impacting it. Everything that has been through the season, especially in the second half, and then that defeat with Uruguay, I think they got knocked out in the group stages. I guess that took a toll on him as well. But there's an interesting thing I would like to ask, Farouk. How much do you think playing Valverde out wide in the wings has impacted his development as a midfielder?
Actually, I think that's the thing, that actually, because I think even Carlos said this, at the beginning of the season, is that Fede is so good that he should be more decisive in the final third. You understand? I feel like that position that he's played on the wing that has given him that ability or rather that freedom to roam into the attacking areas. I think actually has helped him a lot in the attacking sense of the game. Honestly, I think that that has brought him to see things that he would normally not see, because this season, I have seen him give passes that I had not seen last season, honestly. I've seen him give those passes, and even sometimes, he comes and the way I don't know what the word would be like. Okay, he's not like a winger directly, like he's gonna hug the touchline or anything, but the way he calms down and slows down, to pick out a player to make a decision. Okay, people are gonna point to the Champions League final last year or something like that, but I see more of it this season, honestly. And I also think that that consistency that he's getting right now, with development of Rodrigo in the middle of the park as well, helps to progress that actually. Because the responsibilities are a bit different when you play in the middle. I mean, okay, for Fede, the responsibilities are obviously just keep running like a madman. It doesn't really matter where he plays. But I mean, you can see that. I mean, honestly, at least from my side, I can see that progress in the way he understands, the way he tries to link that, defense and attack. Like he just he lifts his head up more. He sees who is in front of him, try to pick out the passes that honestly last year were not there, very there. And also to Jacob's point, a lot happened, as Mo said. But I think honestly, like when you look at the past at least 1.5 months, I'd say like Fede actually, he's not scoring the goal, but he's doing the right things. At least this is what I would say, because after the World Cup, I mean, it's documented, like, he was total garbage, he wasn't doing, like, he was running, but he was running like a headless chicken, you understand? There is no direction to it. It's just work done is equals to zero, you understand? There was that, but as Mo pointed, the personal issues, he was like a talisman for Uruguay at the World Cup, it didn't happen for them. And, but honestly, for the past 1.5 months, I would say he has been, I mean, without being exceptional, he's been above average. At least this is what I will say about that.
Yep.
So what do you guys think about City's lineup today? They're going as the same lineup. What sort of, how do you expect them to come out in the game today?
Oh man, I feel like we're gonna see more of the first half, at least for this game.
Okay.
So it's just gonna be us spin back, but we just need to take our chances in transition. What I think is actually crucial for today is because obviously we saw that Vinny versus Walker wasn't really happening. So Vinny's gonna have to switch positions with Rodrigo and try to attack at Kanjiman. I feel like that's a really viable way to go forward. Vinny can even cut inside. He needs to have that free role against this Man City backline in order to make an impact.
But that's the thing, though. Like, guys, like I don't know. I think we've talked about this before. I can't remember or not. Why doesn't Vinicius Junior change wings that often, man? Why doesn't he swap wings?
The only time where I consistently remember him playing on the right side was while he was still at Flamengo.
I mean, the point is, even Gareth Bale and Cristiano Ronaldo changed wings in games, man.
I don't know, man. I think I don't know. I think Vinny lacks something to play as a right winger. It's not my perception, like, of watching him, but it's probably his own thing, because he doesn't really go to the right wing, and Ancelotti is not telling him to go to the right wing. So I think there is something out there where they're not very confident about him changing wings. And I guess he's such a good weapon playing on the left, providing that release wall whenever there's pressure, especially with Militao having that diagonal switch, to push Vinicius into space. I guess that is why they probably don't, push Vinicius to go to the right wing too much. But I guess as we're talking about, the teams are coming out of the tunnel, and I'm really nervous what happens.
That's very true. That's very true. I think it's time for Doris to take over, because yeah, you're right. We need to get to the team. And
oh boys, 3 minutes to the game.
Yeah, this is really a good game, and two really close teams. At the end of the day, whoever wins will deserve to go through and probably deserve to win the title.
Yeah.
I mean, I just hope, like, we don't have some of this, refereeing. I mean, I hope the referees don't, dominate the headlines after the game. I hope, like, they just let us play and do our thing and let the best team win.
Yeah, that's all we can hope for as football fans. Huh?
Fingers crossed.
Well, as Real Madrid fans, we can say let Real Madrid win, not the best team. Even if we're not the best team, let's just win what we have to win and move on.
We are the best team. Come on. Let's go.
Okay, is Doris there, or how is it gonna be?
Yep. Yeah, do it on, put the frame on the starting soon, I guess. Cool. See you guys then. Doris.
Okay, then. Bye-bye, people.
Best of luck.
Welcome back, guys. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Before you're gonna now continue with me. This is a huge, huge, huge game. Obviously, as we've seen from what the guys previewed. Um, I don't know if you've been watching the preview, but yeah, it's been exciting, and obviously the boys showed a lot of nerves. So yeah, let's talk a bit about the game. I haven't seen the first minute, but let me first just set up the timer in OBS. So set 2 minutes for me. There we go. Let's see. Militao just cleared this ball. City will let this one go. So far, obviously, it's only been 2 minutes, but at least I've seen my team in City's half. That is something. But yeah, and in case you guys haven't been listening to the other guys on the panel, Rudiger is not starting, even though he had a phenomenal game last time against Haaland, mostly. Militao is back, not that I'm complaining. So that's probably one of the biggest changes in the defense from last time. That Walker just tried a shot or something. It went sky high. But yeah, Camavinga is resuming his spot in the left back place, and some of us probably expected Mendy, not maybe to start, not maybe to start, but to, potentially be there, you never know. But I'm actually kind of happy that we're playing this way. And I saw a lot of people talking about three at the back, a lot of people talking about it. And while it's interesting, I wouldn't, really try it right now. I mean, that could be what Guardiola would do, overthink things. But Ancelotti, he just stuck with his best 11 so far. What he thinks, at least. City is pushing us right now. Like I always say on my watch-alongs, the quality on my national TV is miserable. But that's Silva had the ball, De Bruyne on the ball. That's a nice cross to Haaland, but yeah, Thibaut is gonna get that. Nice job. Good work from Militao. Militao did well there. City is still on the ball. That is, unsurprising. Oof. I thought that could be a foul on Silva, but everyone just kept going, so we're good. Cruz managed to keep that ball for us, and it's gonna be a foul for us. That is actually gonna be a foul. Camavinga did well there. He actually got all ball there. I thought he clipped him there, but apparently not. I missed it. Damn it. I missed it. I missed what happened. Silva is still on the ball. Camavinga tried to do something about it. Rodri is gonna take a shot and I'm not sure if Thibaut touched that ball or did Rodri just miss, but to me for a second it looks like Thibaut touched it. Is it gonna be a corner? No, he didn't. Alright, that is, I don't know, sketchy, definitely sketchy. And I mean, definitely not something we didn't expect. 100%. Oof, this game is gonna be a lot. Right. We're putting pressure on City, but it's gonna be a foul from Militao on Haaland. I thought it was a throw-in. Apparently it's a foul. Militao is also protesting it, I guess. Right, we survived the first 8 or 9 minutes, which is always the toughest for us, always. And that will be a foul from Silva on Camavinga. Oof. This game, I'm so speechless, yeah. But so far, we're playing the exact same midfield and exact same attack as last game. So, not much has changed. But obviously the way we play always is, as we say, friendship and vibes, but or some people call it luck, but this season, and Hoke was just talking about it, I feel like we're actually playing better, and even last season you can call it luck, and some of it actually was, but it takes something to get here, and we're in the second leg of semi-final. So far, I'm happy. So far, we're not playing well. We're not playing amazing. Definitely not. But at least for this season, we gave up on the league a long time ago, and well done to Barca. I mean, no matter like your feelings about them, you have to say like congratulations and well done. Motherfuckers. But we gave up on the league long time ago, and this is what we got right now, and these players will give it their all, and as the guys were talking before, some people will be cemented, in history with this. Or Gundogan in the box. Grealish will pass it to Stones. That's a powerful shot from Stones, but yeah, it's not on goal. But yeah, some players will, get cemented in history, and most people think, this is the final, but we'll see. You never know what will happen for any team in the final. You never know. Inter could still win it. You never know. But as we said, or as I said, this team feels better. It feels like they're playing better, and they have this to play for, and their legend status, will just get even bigger. So far, City are putting a lot of pressure on us. That's a really good pass from Grealish to Haaland. Did it pass the... I couldn't even speak. Did it pass the line? Did it pass the line? It will probably be checked, but I don't think it passed the line. It was a goal line clearance, I think, by Alaba. My heart just stopped. My heart just... Oh. Grealish again on the ball. That's another powerful shot, but it's not on goal. Oof. Let's see what happened. Haaland to Carvajal, Alaba. It cut off just before it shows where it went. I don't think, it didn't go over the line. Well done to Courtois. What a save. Well done to Alaba. But we cannot let Haaland do that. Not that, there's a lot you can do about it. Many people have tried. But this is the Champions League, second leg, we got this. I mean, I still believe it's 1-1. Last season we went to the second leg. It was at home, but we went to the second leg, 1-0 down, we could say. Let's just, call it that way. Oof. That's not going to be a foul on Militao from Haaland. But the ball is back to City, and they're just keeping possession. They're just charging at us. So right now, that's gonna... It's a corner. It touched someone on the... And no one went to get it. That's a shame. Grealish will take the corner. Bro, my stomach is... Let's see. Grealish. Straight to Thibaut. The ball is back to Grealish. Will he take a shot? No. Vini managed to get it off Silva, but still... Off Grealish, but... Yeah. The ball is for us. Silva is protesting that. City are playing really well. It's just so it's scary. It's scary. I believe. I believe. Camavinga to Benzema. Back to Camavinga. Thibaut. I think the ball will go out. Nope. The ball bent straight back to City. Modric tried to control it to someone, but the ball is back to City, and we just have to do all of this again, and it's gonna be a foul. Valverde. Grealish. We'll probably pass back. First 15 minutes of this game have been so up and down. Mostly, now Ooh, that was a scary cross, a scary pass to Haaland. You know, and any ball that goes to him, you know, even if it's far away, it's just your heart just drops, man. Especially when City make it look so simple. It feels like it's been an hour of this game already, and it's been 16 minutes and 34 seconds. You know. Gundogan. He tried to cross that to Haaland, but yeah, that was over him, and it will be a goal kick for us. We should take this chance to, you know, get our shit together. And what a save from Courtois. Haaland did really well there, you know, for aerials are not, you know, easy, but for Haaland, goddamn. Can we get this ball? So far, what are your feelings on Carvajal? How do you think he will hold up this game? That was a foul on Gundogan. Free kick for City. It will be probably De Bruyne to take it. Can we hold this one off? I mean, every single one is. Can we hold it off? Can we hold it off? It's gonna be just survival. And if it's anything like last year, I don't know if I'll survive. 100%. Oof. Okay. Dennis is back. He says, I swear, man, if we lose, I'm going to have a rant in the post game. I can imagine. Most of you will. I wonder what Sanai will say. He will probably, you know, lose his shit. Modric tried a back heel, but yeah, he went off the line. A bit throwing for City. And also, Sanai, you know, I just don't want him to get cooked by the City fans from Big Steve's channel. But I believe, like, as I said, I believe we're a better team than last season, but last season Benzema was top class, and it's really hard to compare with when you feel like the entire team feels better, but Benzema, you know, not to say that he's playing badly, but last season he was just, you know, magical, I guess. Banana Banana says early subs might be necessary. It's Ancelotti, and unless someone has a, you know, like a horrendous game, which I hope no one does, I really doubt that he will ever do that. It will be a corner for City. It's gonna be another corner for City. So far, we haven't been able to do anything in attack. Not even smell the goal. De Bruyne will cross that to the end. It's gonna be Haaland. What a save from Thibaut Courtois. Hey, is everyone else watching this the same thing? Incredible. What a save from Thibaut. Come on. My heart is pounding, dude. City is pushing and pushing and pushing, and it feels like they will score because we're not really doing anything to them. But so far, as long as we hold on, as long as we hold on, and as always, something happens, in our attack. Vinicius, Benzema, Rodrigo, something. Always. Stones. And that's way too high for Silva. It's a throw-in. What a save from Thibaut. Oof. 2 saves, actually. We cannot hold on to the ball. It was our own throw-in, but just nothing. Still, cannot hold on to the ball. Grealish. Rodrigo to Silva. Silva, that was a really good ball to Stones, I think. And he's all the way there, and that's it. That's a really, that was just training round. Is there any point in commentating on this goal? What was that? Minute 23, 1-0 for City. Vinicius is speaking to Ancelotti. I think they're both speechless. Look at this. Silva to Walker. I think De Bruyne to Silva, and just look like incredible. What is that? No one on that ball. It was Kroos and Modric, I think, and neither of them. And Alaba that didn't close down. They're all so worried about Haaland, as they should be, that everyone was on Haaland and worrying, about a cross there that just Silva just, strolled right past them. One 0 for City. Again, cannot hold on to the ball. It's been like, 5 seconds of possession. Nothing, man. Nothing. And we just cannot play like we have another second leg. Definitely not. Walker tried a pass to Silva. Camavinga defended that, and De Bruyne could not keep that in. It's a throw in for us, and let's see how long we keep the ball. Oh, almost lost it there. Okay, Militao. Long pass to Benzema. He was looking for someone there. That was a weak pass from Modric. Still, the ball was in the air, but City are playing so well. They're just running around us. We cannot do anything to them. Anything. Unless we just pass the ball really, really, really far away and hope that someone will get it. Another attack from Silva. He's just running around. Still, the ball is for City. He didn't even pass the ball, and Haaland. The camera didn't pan with the ball. That scared me. Yeah, a City fan is celebrating. I cannot blame you, man. Vinicius? Handball. Ah, so close. So close. It was a handball. The attack was looking good if only it wasn't a handball. But we're happy with so little right now that it's kind of embarrassing. We're playing a final right now. Hasta el final. Gundogan. Last time, I didn't think that Gundogan had a particularly good game, even though he had an assist to De Bruyne. This game, City is playing, better than last time, and obviously they had a different tactic. They were playing away last time, and this time, they're playing with confidence. They're all in, and we're trying to absorb that. But at this look at this. Grealish just running around everyone. No one fouled him. Nothing. Not even touch him. They're just running around us. Okay, long throw from Thibaut to Carvajal, just trying to get possession. Anything. That's a throw-in for Madrid. Yeah, they're putting so much pressure on us, but Rodrigo and Vinicius tried to combine there, but Rodrigo unfortunately passed it out. Oof. Vinicius tried it. It's a throw-in for City. Carvajal looks to be hurt. It's probably nothing, but I think he's telling the referee that someone hit him. Didn't see who it was. Modric to Camavinga. So far, there's not much to talk about. Our team as a whole is struggling. We can do nothing, to pass the ball to Vinicius or Benzema or Rodrigo or anyone, past the center line. Okay, Militao. Oof. Was he fouled there by Haaland? It looks like, yeah, he was. He was. Haaland is saying that he wasn't, but I guess we'll see on the replay. Militao just dropped there, but it was unnecessary from Haaland anyway. He winked at him, really. Okay, Militao. Another long ball. If anyone can get it. But I'm expecting that he will do that a lot because right now it feels like our only option. And also is taking the ball away from our goal. Can Benzema and Vinicius combine there? Okay, the ball is still for us. Camavinga will get that. Modric, Camavinga, Rodrigo, Vinicius. Come on, Vinicius, sprint in there. He cannot. Walker was faster there. Walker was faster there. Maybe he could have passed to Benzema when he felt the pressure, but under pressure it's difficult to think. Okay, we at least did something that at least looked like something. Let's just work on getting the ball back again, like we always are. And Silva is just, he's such a good player. I just hope that he doesn't go to Barcelona. I really do. Okay, City lost the ball there. Modric keeps the ball. Rodrigo, come on. Rodrigo, running. Benzema. Oof. That was close. Right, doing something. We can get a goal back. We can do it. I believe. I said before, I believe. We got this. Right. Kroos will get it. Haaland is immediately putting pressure on Kroos there, but well done from Kroos with keeping the ball there and getting some distance. Militao to Valverde. Kroos to Modric. Let's go. Come on. Carvajal. It's gonna be a corner at least. Alright, let's see. Modric will take it. Come on. Let's show them. Militao. Oof. If only. Vini to Benzema. Benzema looking for someone. Kroos. Oof. Kroos. That was so close. It hit the crossbar. It looks like Ederson would probably get to it, but still, amazing shot from Kroos. It could have been 1-1. We could have been all square, man. But finally, we're doing something. Okay. The game is back. We got this. Come on. Nothing different from last year. At least we have more time to get it back. Okay. Stones. Run there. Silva is asking for the ball, but another missed pass from Stones to Silva. I hope we see more of that. Guardiola is yelling at someone. I think he was yelling at Grealish. I think he was yelling, Jack. And last season, if you all remember, the infamous second leg, how many shots Grealish had on goal that game in the last few minutes of the game, in fact. It was insane. And still quality player. Some would say that he's overpriced, but still, I don't think he will be playing here if he. Gundogan, Militao, can we keep. Silva. Yeah. Like I said, it will be a long game. Long game. Everyone is so afraid of Haaland that, this happens. And even without Haaland, like last season, City is an incredible team. And they're probably gonna try to destroy us here. Come on. What kind of defender is that? Gundogan takes a shot, it deflects someone, and Alaba cannot get it because it's too high for him. Yeah, no way he gets it with his head. Don't know. And it's only 37 minutes in the game. Only that. From minute one, City were on it. And I mean, it was expected. And usually we manage to absorb it somehow, somehow. But this time, yeah, it's just, it's difficult to watch. Not much to say, Militao is looking who he can pass to, and again, it feels like our players are scared of the ball right now. Honestly, it feels like they don't want the ball. Modric running, looking for someone. We cannot even pass around with each other. Who fouled who there? I mean, he's showing that it's a foul for City, but he's also yelling at Gundogan for something. Unbelievable. It's first half, only first half. There's like 5 minutes to go, a bit more. Scoring would be nice, but I'm afraid of what second half will be, honestly. Second half will be a lot. It already is. 2-0, man. Not amazed with Kroos, I have to say. Honest opinion, Kroos hasn't done amazing this game. Neither has Modric or any of the midfielders. Sorry. And it's difficult to really pinpoint anyone, actually, who to blame, because everyone is just all over the place. And the defense, I don't think anyone knows who they have to mark. It's gonna be a corner. I think it's Rodrigo. Corner for City. So far, Silva has been man of the match. And last game too, it feels like every ball that goes to him is so scary. And Camavinga, as much as he plays really well and I trust him. Sketchy moments, and it's the moments in the Champions League. It's moments. But for City, at least, they're not a moment team. They don't play like that. So it's moments for our players where they're playing bad. Yadu is back. He says, game still going. What are we afraid of? We need half a chance, 99% faith, 1% history. You said it all, man. I mean, it's 2-0 at halftime, and it's not even halftime yet. So you could understand how people would feel about this. It hurts. But it's something that we kind of expected, but we still had hope, you know. We still expected to win, but we still expected, you know, that this could happen. So we wouldn't be surprised with anything that happens. And even last watch along, I said, it's not a miracle or a surprise if any team wins. Yeah, City are playing like it's a training ground. Like we're in the youth league or something. Cannot do anything for the ball. Anything. Thibaut will look to pass that quickly, but we just lost the ball with this. Can Kroos get to it? No one is going for the ball. You can intercept it, but if no one gets to the ball where it falls to, it doesn't matter. Silva, will he take a shot? No, he will pass to De Bruyne. Will he take a shot? He's looking to pass to Haaland, but it's too fast for him. Could have been offside actually, if he touched it, but he didn't, so it doesn't matter. Courtois will take that long to Vinicius, as he tried. Kroos tries to pass to Vinicius, not looking around him. Gets intercepted by Rodri immediately. Grealish. Back to Rodri, to Silva. Really good pass in between. City is gonna be straight to Thibaut from Silva. And those are the kinds of shots I'm really afraid of. It's Silva. He's a really good player. And exactly why I don't want him to go to Barca. Because he's looking like he probably will. Come on, Vinga. Losing the ball there, and it's to Grealish. Grealish, can he keep the ball inside? It will be a goal kick. Will it? No. I thought the referee was pointing or trying to point. It's still for City. To Silva. Silva to De Bruyne. Oh, what a save from Thibaut. Gundogan will. Oh. I'm not sure if Grealish got in the way or if that was a save from Alaba. But still, we're not doing enough. This is just not enough. This is just not enough. Look at this. Guardiola is celebrating or hyping the fans up. Are the nerves gone, guys? Are the nerves gone? Or are they stronger now? Thibaut Courtois, and it will be halftime. not much extra time there. A lot to talk about and nothing to talk about, right? Just as it always is, you know. Why is it not showing me your messages? I'm sorry if I miss some. Dennis the Great says, "This hurts, man. I hate losing first legs. Man, we drew our first leg versus Chelsea 2020 and lost at Stamford Bridge. True, man. And last season was proof, you know, of Bernabeu and what we do there. And as much as you know, people like to clown on City, you know, if you like it or not, you know, it happens. Still, it is their home, and they're playing for it, and it's second leg. Like no matter where you're playing, it's second leg. It's just different, you know. And I don't think it's the magic of the Etihad right now. It's just that City are just playing better than us, and especially for the second goal, it just looked like it's just training ground for City. Just Kevin De Bruyne just passed to Silva, and he just passed the ball to the goal. And again, or you know, with his head at least, Alaba could not get to it. Another one save from Thibaut from to to Grealish. Silva had a shot. Stones tried a shot. Stones misplaced a few passes, which was, you know, something, you know, to be happy about, but really not much, you know, for if we're gonna be happy, you know, with that. We still have second half to play. We're 2 goals down. Is it something that we haven't seen before? But at least last time it wasn't, you know, at halftime. But if it takes us, you know, till 90 minutes, it takes us till 90 minutes. But I really want to see us go to the final again. It would be legendary, you know. And City is only waiting for it, and it will happen for them, you know, sometime. If not this year, it will probably be next year, or if not that year, it will be next year. It's always like that. But I hope it's not this year. You know, the game is not over. It's 2-0. But yeah, if they score another one, I'm just gonna be hoping that we're not gonna get obliterated. But if we keep holding on, and if we score a goal, you know, there's still belief. Not much, but there's still belief. Dennis also said, if we do go out, we need to spend in the summer. Yeah, that's obviously something that we talk about a lot, and we talk about it on this podcast too. Some people, you know, in the media talk about it a bit more, but at least, you know, there's a lot of talk about us expecting Jude. At least, you know, we'll see if that happens. A lot of people still think that it won't happen. I think you know, I think that we'll just see. For Jude, you know, I'm skeptical about a few things about him, not about him as a player, but about his future, you know, career plans. You know, because it's really weird that, you know, an English player, you know, probably one of their best, if not the best English player at this moment, would rather play in Spain, and then, you know, probably in their prime years he would go, you know, back to England, and, you know, we want him in his prime. But still, even as a young player, he looks to be, you know, world class. And yeah, there is a lot to talk about there about Jude, and also what it will mean, you know, for the media and all that. But at least I would hope that more English people and British people in general would watch more La Liga because of him. At least that. But in other positions, definitely. There's some talk about Mendy being sold to Arsenal, I think, and that's also a talking point there, because if we sell him, we definitely need a left back right now, like right now. But still, it's something that we have to do now with or without him, and if there's some money to get there, and if it feels like he will get injured a lot, which he does feel like he probably could be, maybe it could be a smart decision, even though some fans would uh, definitely hate it, and I understand them. He won us a Champions League. He was really good, for us, and fair play to him, But we know the way we play, and the way we do transfers. Even though we have some, like how would you say, like ironic points, like with Hazard and Mariano, there are still like some bright points that we do, and in the way we do our transfers. I'm just looking at the replays, and it's just shot after shot after shot. It was a goal, and if it's not a shot at goal, it's just really dangerous cross or pass or something. Look at this. It feels like it's highlights of an entire game, not just a half. Literally, it feels like it's highlights of an entire game. A 30-second clip on TV. What can I say, man? Well, what can I say? Let's see. Dennis also said if we get knocked out, Madridistas, it is what it is. I love the Champions League, but I believe we can spend in the summer, get better squad that, and win next season. Excuse me. I believe that too. We are there every year. We were there last year. We were there the season before. We're always there. And that's not gonna change. At least I hope so. It won't. But we need reinforcements in our team 1,000%, 100%. It's something that we've been talking about last season, probably the season before that, and every season. We need players in our first 11, not just on the bench. We're not even talking about the bench. We just need players to play for us, in our first 11. And Jude, as we always are talking about him right now, Jude is a midfielder, and it looks like we're stacked on those. But if this is gonna be one of those summers, which if we look at it, it could be money that we were saving for Mbappe. Maybe we still go for it. Maybe we don't. But this money, if Mbappe was coming, it would have been for him. So I feel like we are able to splurge. We did get Trump money. He wasn't cheap. But everything else, we could get Jude. We could get a left back, a right back, a winger, or right winger to be specific. But it really feels like this could be the summer, where we spend a lot. Because especially, or it's actually difficult to say, especially if we lose right now, because if we win, we're definitely gonna be spending. But still, if we lose, it's gonna be everything. Everyone's gonna be talking about that we need to be spending, on new players. It's something to, ask Kamavinga to play in left back. It's something. Yeah, looking at the replay, if only Cruz scored that one It was really close. Um, Alfredo Jacom Baranta says, "Where are you from and where are you located?" Saludos, Alfredo. I'm Croatian. I'm located in Croatia. We are from all over the world. David Diaz says it's 100% over. This is total domination. Harry Mack is sending us sharks in the chat, and David Diaz says this might end 5-0. Let's just not talk about it. Let's just, hope that that doesn't happen. As I said, like, if they score a goal now, it's gonna be 3-0, and it's just gonna be, the entire watch along is just gonna be me hoping that they don't, like, embarrass us completely, because this first half was embarrassing already. I think we all expected more. Not in a sense that we expected that our team will, particularly score or do anything in that sense, but the defense has been horrendous the entire time. And we get some more sharks in the chat. Thank you guys for coming and sending those. Yeah, rub it in. Oh, you're saying fix the score. Yeah, I was so occupied with what was going on the screen, and part of me just, I guess, didn't want to do it subconsciously. And thank you for reminding me. Anyway. Jacob says, chin up, Doris. I mean, I'm really trying. I'm pulling like some mental gymnastics in my head right now. Honestly, you're just not hearing it. I'm talking to myself, saying, like, I believe, but I don't know, man. And like I asked before, like, do you guys feel more nervous or less nervous now that we're 2-0 down? David Diaz says, I mean, City did have to spend 3 billion. That is also something that you could, talk about, but I don't think enough people put into conversation other clubs, and the amount they spend. Like Arsenal isn't far away, United isn't far away, Spurs aren't far away. There's so many teams that spend so much money, and it's, City are getting clowned on, and it's because of the history and all that. But right now, money talks, and it's just, it's stupid to even pretend, that it's just them or PSG, and just call them those names, because this team, they are expensive, but they are winning shit. And the best thing about it is that, probably any one of those players, and the ones that are in the starting 11 at least, and a lot of them on the bench would be in the starting 11 of a lot of teams. So, it is money, but still, those players got there somehow. and I think it's kind of, I was bad, to Valverde. He lost the ball there. It's bad to, tarnish their careers because we're calling them those names. But congrats to them, I guess. Jacob says, any changes you can think of? My mind is blank, and I suspect Carlo is as well. Okay, Vinicius could not keep the ball there from Walker. Walker did an incredible tackle there on Vinicius to win the ball back. Changes, it's Ancelotti. It's one thing to ask me what I want, and it's one thing, to ask what Ancelotti will do, because with Ancelotti we always expect him to, just change nothing, do nothing. But for me, I don't know. It's so difficult to pinpoint a weak link, I feel it's too easy to just blame Cruz or just blame Modric or Camavinga or anyone, when it's everyone together. Just not. But we've started much better in second half, much better. Dia says RIP. Hockey says if City go through, they'd have deserved it. Big up to them. We have been outclassed tactically today. 0 on the intensity levels. Exactly. Just as I said, it's training ground for them. First goal, second goal, both of them just training ground, and the intensity from us just, I'm speechless. For first half, no player in our team knew what they were supposed to be doing. No one. And the only chance we had was just shooting the ball as far as we could, just hoping that someone else would get it. And it's just, just relief that we got the ball away, Not that we're actually gonna do something with it. That was a free kick taken from City. The ball is to Grealish to Gundogan. Silva. Can we get this ball? Vinicius. Silva tried that back, passed it to Ederson. But intensity has been looking better, at least. Okay, Alaba and Camavinga are passing against each other. Valverde. Good pass to Carvajal. Change of direction. Rodrigo. Chuck Nasty says, City have to play against the refs. Every league hates us. We just show our class on the pitch. I have nothing but respect for your team as a team. Like, those players deserve to be called, the best or one of the best players in the world. And like I said before, I feel it's sad that some of their careers might get tarnished because of the reputation of City, and they don't deserve that as players. No one does. Modric, Vinicius to Camavinga. Modric. Carvajal. Benzema. Could not get that one. Benzema tried to, but at least we retained the ball. Militao. Valverde. Benzema. Vinicius. Oof. Come on. Ruben Diaz gets a yellow. He's surprised that he got a yellow. Let's see what happened. It looks like he made Vinicius flip there. Vinicius kind of jumped there, but it's a free kick. We got this. Come on. Come on. There's some life in this team finally. Alaba will probably take it. Come on, Alaba. Let's see it. It was a really good save from Ederson. I mean, it was kind of far away from the goal, but still really good save from Ederson. The corner, but it looks like it's offside or something. What happened? Could not see because they were showing the replay. Yeah. Not sure exactly what's happening. What is happening? Anyone know? Explanation, please. What happened? Okay, we're putting some pressure on City there. Yeah. Let's throw in. Let's go. Some energy is back. Come on. Militao cannot really pass it to anyone. Particularly, but yeah. City lose the ball there. Yeah, I'm aware that it was a drop ball, but why was it a drop ball? What happened? Oh, there was a second ball. It was showing the replay. Grealish. So far, Carvajal hasn't been amazing against Grealish. You have to be honest. Gundogan just ran into a box. Back to Grealish. Grealish is looking to pass to someone, but it's gonna be a corner for City. Thibaut tried to save it from going for a corner, but yeah. 2-0 still for City. Alright, let's see. Gonna take it. At the post is. He tried a volley, but come on, come on. Vinicius will try to outsprint Walker that, but yeah. Walker has been really, really, really fast. He's been able to control Vinicius so far, and his speed, his best asset probably. Let's go. It's a foul on Gundogan. I thought he got the ball. Oh yeah, he definitely clipped Gundogan there. Silva looking for a foul there. Funny. City will take the free kick. Pass it short. Just runs around us. Silva again. Grealish was, yeah. he was out running Danny there completely, and he just had to foul him there. It's a yellow for Danny Carvajal, and it's expected. He hasn't been really able to control Grealish at all this entire game. Oh, a little shoulder check from Grealish. The ref is talking to Diaz and Haaland. Okay, De Bruyne takes the free kick. It's really low, but Carvajal managed to kick it out not too far. The ball is still for City. De Bruyne passes to himself. He manages to get it. Grealish. It's a goal kick for Madrid. Minute 57. All the hope. No words, man. No words. And I was at a loss for words a long time ago in this game. Carvajal. Rodrigo. You say that our attack has been invisible, but how can we blame them? Is it their fault? I mean, part of it, of course, it's it's a team, but still, a team has been invisible. Okay, Rodrigo on the ball. It's a foul. Militao foul someone there. Ederson passes it long. City could not control it. Alaba to Militao. Militao to Thibaut. Militao is playing there. Thibaut, just shoot it out. Shoot it out. Okay. Come on, control this. Militao is trying to, pass it long every time he gets the ball, and that's good from him. I like that. Come on, Rodrigo gets the ball. Valverde, Rodrigo does amazing there to control it. Good pass to Benzema. Okay, Vinicius, Benzema. Very close to and very clever from Benzema. Valverde tried to control it with his chest for Carvajal, but Carvajal did not register on time. The ball is for City, they're attacking. Silva. And the thing with City and them taking it slow is how their blitzes work, which they're really good at, So are we, but when you have this much possession in a game and Carvajal just passed it to Thibaut, to Haaland. Rodrigo. Rodrigo still has the ball. Modric. Rodrigo. Vinicius cannot get to it. Benzema was offside for that ball. Carvajal. Modric. Tried to pass to Benzema there. It was intercepted. Ooh. Grealish ran straight into Modric and oof. Both of them got pretty knocked from that. But it's a foul on Grealish. We couldn't play like this in first half. And City was definitely not letting us play like this in first half. But right now, you start to believe, and then Vinicius lost the ball there. Not really much he could do there, but still. The ball is back for City. Gundogan to Grealish. We're passing the ball, honestly, back to City on our own. Can we control this ball? Thibaut passes to Camavinga. Can we do something with this? Let's go. Okay, Camavinga. Vinicius still running. Yes, he's gonna be fouled there. It's a yellow for... Was it? Gundogan. Okay, that's good. He has a yellow. We could expect Guardiola to make some substitutions now. Which with this team is even scarier. It's a corner for Madrid. Taken short. Rodrigo Cruz. Oh. Rudiger is coming on for Modric. Interesting. Very interesting. It will probably be Camavinga going, to our midfield and, doing what we were talking about. Ooh. Carvajal. Fair enough. It was a good cross from Carvajal, but yeah. Ball is back to Thibaut Courtois. Thibaut goes long. It's too long. Ball is for Walker. He gives it back to Ederson. A bit less than 30 minutes to play, at least a regular time. And I don't know, how are you guys feeling? Because I don't have much to say, because at least Rudiger came on now, so at least something changed in our defense. And like I said, it's difficult to blame one single person. I could say, for example, that Carvajal hasn't had an amazing game. That's 100%. I mean, he hasn't really stopped a single ball from Grealish. I don't think a single one. So yeah, again, training round for City here in our own box, but we managed to get it out. It's gonna be a foul. Okay, it's a foul on Vinicius. And De Bruyne is showing that he dived. Rodrigo passes to Benzema. 1-2. Rodrigo to Carvajal. Back to Rodrigo. Rudiger. That was a strong ball from Alaba to Benzema. Too strong that just bounced off of him. We're exposed in the defense. Camavinga is running, getting to De Bruyne, and what a tackle! What a tackle from Camavinga! Oof! That ball went through everyone. Valverde and Benzema were right there, but yeah, the ball went through everyone, and it's back for City. They're looking for that third goal to just entirely kill the game. They know, you can never really kill them, but let's see. Vinicius, pass it. Okay, Benzema, Rodrigo there. He's gonna leave it to Cruz. Cruz will shoot, but yeah, cannot get that. That was deflected off of, I think, Gundogan. Not sure. Oof, Camavinga and Militao are fighting there against Haaland. Militao is holding his head. He looks to be hurt. Probably got knocked somewhere. Oh yeah, Haaland accidentally hit him with his hand. We're finally doing something. We're attacking. If only we played like this first half. But we really couldn't expect them, to play like this in first half. We just need to score a goal. And then we can believe. Look at this. Counter attack for City. Kevin De Bruyne is looking for Haaland. Can he pass to him? Will he get to him? And it's Militao. He manages to hold off Haaland there. The ball didn't go out, so Militao is trying to, get us some space. We're not really moving really fast. We're not really looking creative at all at this point in time. Especially when things like this happen, when we cannot complete simple short passes. Yeah, City is just all over us. De Bruyne, Gundogan, Grealish. Let's see if Carvajal can stop it. Carvajal. Nope. Nothing. Valverde to Alaba. Control it. Silva. Will he cross back? Rodri. Diaz. Gundogan. Walker and Vinicius there. Both of them. Yeah, he hit the referee. They will have an Asensio is coming on. Who will it be for? It will be for Toni Kroos. I kind of expected this change. It's just unfortunate that we had to make this change. Really unfortunate. Both Tony and Luka didn't have a great game. But I wouldn't just blame them. Like, the entire team just felt dead. But hopefully this will get us some energy in second half with obviously have a lot more energy, but will it be enough to score 2 goals and not concede one? I mean, we all knew that City was gonna score. Before the game even started, we knew at some point they're gonna score. Well, definitely. But just hoping that we can score. Usually we're the ones, that are scary in the attack, and City is scary everywhere. We all know that. But we believe in our Vinicius, Rodrigo, Benzema. 20 minutes, guys. 20 minutes. Ederson goes long. Alaba did not pass to anyone there and could not get the ball far enough. But City, yeah, they lose the ball. They try to play a pass to Kevin De Bruyne there on the right side, but yeah, it was too fast for him, too high. At least we have the ball back, and the defense has felt a lot more solid this way. A lot more. A bit too high from Thibaut Courtois. Grealish. Gundogan. Back to Grealish. Carvajal is trying, but just like I said, nothing he can do. He hasn't done anything this game. He hasn't stopped a single ball from Jack Grealish. A single ball. It's just depressing, dude. This game is just depressing. Yeah, that's a wonderful ball to. Oh, that was a wonderful ball to Haaland, but he just could not score there. It went over the bar. He's angry with himself. Again, my heart just dropped. Wonderful ball from Gundogan. Not sure if Haaland was offside. Even if he was or wasn't, yeah, he went over the bar, and really good save from Thibaut. We're fortunate that it went over the bar. Spun like crazy there. It's gonna be a corner for City. Come on, we need a counter attack. We need something. Something. Unbelievable. Just depressing. Dani Carvajal. As much as we're playing better, it means nothing. If we scored a goal, at least it would feel like something, We would start to believe, even if our hearts could be crushed. But right now, it's just, I don't even feel anything. It's just, like I said, a couple days ago, when we played City, anything can happen, and I wouldn't be surprised if they won or if we won. Really, with anything happening. That looked like all ball. Kamavinga is angry too, but it could be that he had to go through him to get to that ball. Yeah, it's definitely a foul. Yeah, it's a yellow. Minute 74. Black magic incoming. I'm wearing black just for that. Just come on, guys. Come on. wasting some time, City. Guardiola wasting some time there. Or maybe they have something planned out. Let's see. Yeah, it's a goal from City. Minute 76, 3-0. Yeah. Woo. Almost dropped everything. It's probably not gonna be even VR. It looks clean, is it? Is it? It is? Yeah. Can you guys talk for me because, I cannot find the words for this. Just they're checking it, but there's no points. It's 4-1 on aggregate right now for City. Yeah, the goal is confirmed. Mm. And it's amazing that even from kickoff, it's our ball from the center of the field. The ball is back for City almost immediately. Foul on City. Wow. Grealish is trying to start some shit. Oh, okay. City. Hate. It's tough to look at the fans that there right now. Yeah, they're feeling the like they're gonna win the trophy this year. I mean, they always feel like this, but it feels like they know it is their time. And that's the thing. It's not even Haaland. Their team is just good enough on their own, and we saw them without Haaland. Like, let's not kid ourselves. We just we just play like shit this game. We really we play like shit. We shit. Nothing else to say there. We just play like shit. We can be angry about it. It's just ass. Mares for Gundogan, and Camavinga is coming off for Germany, and I think I saw Lucas Vasquez with Rodrigo coming off for Ceballos, and who else is coming off? Not a fan of Ceballos coming on. Gonna be honest there. Really not a fan. And Lucas Vasquez is coming. Also, it could be really argued that maybe Lucas deserved to, be brought on earlier. Last game, he was probably our best player on the field, or in my opinion, he was, and not that he would be able to stop Grealish there, but Donny, I don't know. And then we have Ceballos coming on, which that player has been so up and down, and we all know him. Like, over the years, like, even wherever he played is the same. And the thing I hate about him the most is, his confidence in times that are unneeded, I guess. Especially when we're losing the game or trailing and he's trying to, shoot from outside the box when his shot is like absolutely horrible. The ball is to Thibaut Courtois. Not expected, not unexpected. But I think everyone can agree, and even City fans, that they expected more from us. That this looks toothless, absolutely toothless. We're doing nothing except like we have had some really good shots on goal, but if we're looking at our game, like in general, it's been horrible. And even those shots were, not coming out of, amazing plays, more out of, just taking a shot at some point. Now, Vinicius, Asensio, Benzema, come on, someone. Okay, Lucas Vasquez, he's still there. Someone shoot at the goal. Ederson saved that. That was a really good save from Ederson. We still have the ball. Benzema, Lucas Vasquez, Asensio. It's incredible that we didn't score there. And that would have been it. That would have been it. That was it. But why am I even standing up? Why am I standing up? Why am I kidding? Should get a clown mask or something. The fuck am I even standing up? Phil Foden is coming on. I was kind of expecting him last game, and I was expecting him this game earlier. It's weird that he only gets, like 6 minutes or 10 probably. Last season he scored against us. That little shit. Last year, you saw us come back from 2 goals. You want to see us come from 3 goals? Watch. Asensio fouled. Takes it to Alaba. Benzema, who passes it out. He expected, I think, Vinicius to go for that ball. Throwing for City. 5 minutes to go. I think I felt it today. I wasn't nervous about the game. Last time I was. This time I don't know. It felt different, first leg. I felt that time I was oof. out of my mind nervous. But today I was a lot more calm. Some nerves were there while the guys were previewing the game. Just listening to them talk about it, right? But I mean, well done. It's a quality team. Like there's nothing you can say about it. If anything, it looks like City could score again. A FIFA player talked to Sanaid about that. He's the culprit there. But we could talk about humbling, you know. But this team deserves, you know, to feel pride with what they've done. If this was your team, you would feel pride as well. And like I say, with City, if we were in their position, I think we would be, proud as well. Consistently, the best team in England for years. Can Rudiger get that? Nope. It feels kind of pointless to even commentate on anything we do, show any kind of excitement for anything. City's passing it around. They know they won the game and all that. Next week, or for the final, I can just hope, that Inter will win, and I wish I was in Milan on that day. I always talk about the things that happened to me there. It's a crazy town, and the fan base is crazy, honestly, and especially Atalanta. I was surprised there. Lucas Vasquez, thank you. Vasquez and Grealish are pulling a bit on each other. Basically, we're just waiting for the game to finish at this point. We've been waiting for it to finish for a long time. That third goal killed it, and we knew, like, if we score, we have a game. If they score, it's dead. If they score, then there's just nothing we can do. At no point afterwards did I believe that we were gonna score. To even bring it to 3-1, not to 3-2 or 3-3. It is what it is. Semi-final is still good, but losing like this is, But we all knew it was gonna be a tough game after 1-1 at the Bernabeu. We all expected this. And I know the City fans are jumping up and down right now. The subs have been good and better, but I don't know. it's not enough, and they definitely should have come on earlier, 1000%. Grealish got a yellow. Not that it matters now. Yeah. Around 2.5 minutes to play. Vinicius loses the ball there. It feels like City will score here. Hopefully not. Foden, look at this. Look at this. I jinxed it. I spoke about it. I spoke it into existence. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. Fair play. Fair play. It really felt like they were gonna score. Our players just look like they gave up there. They're just waiting for the game to end. Litao, Rudiger, both of them just ball watching. Could not, no, it was John Many, sorry, not Militao. Yeah, so simple. So simple. Bottom left corner. 4-0. And to be honest, we don't have a great track record against City. Definitely not. 4-0 is a bit much, I would say still. It's a bit much. See? Asensio cannot stay on his feet. They're looking to score at least something, but there's just no point. Yeah, it's full time. 4-0. Fair play. I mean, well done to City. Nothing to say there. Yeah, they definitely deserve that. They deserve the win, and there's nothing from anyone to say about it. They were the better team by far, and our team played like absolute shit. And if we prepared for this in the entire season, I don't know what we've been doing the entire season. Because in general, we're playing better, but then we're losing, but we're playing better, but I guess we're just clowning ourselves, I don't know. But 4-0 is just, it hurts. And yeah, there's probably gonna be a lot of City fans in the chat right now. I don't blame you guys. Congratulations. There's nothing to say there. Kind of expected, but like I said in the last watch along, I wouldn't have been surprised with any outcome. Not a fan that it's 4-0. Really not a fan that it's 4-0. But it is what it is. We were, absolutely outplayed. Just absolutely outplayed by City, and, our performance was just, I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say about our performance, and the guys will be talking about it in the post-match, and you guys will probably be ranting with them. But yeah, of course, you have to understand Madrid fans that they were hopeful, and of course they're gonna support their team. I don't see that talking about humbling and stuff like that. That there is no point in doing that because you're not talking to, I don't know, like Chelsea or Liverpool that that they had their moment and they won it fairly recently, but you're talking to someone that has consistently won it, and if you're talking about humbling in a disrespectful way, I guess, but yeah, like I said before, this was expected, and the only thing that all of us expected more from this was more from our players, and every single one of them just horrible game, except Thibaut, and that's from our starting 11. Valverde was, he had his, small moments. Camavinga had his small moments, but defending anyone that played in the defense is just really difficult. But it's also difficult to blame anything on Camavinga for happening. Vasquez, I think, played much better than Carvajal, and I don't know what Ancelotti was thinking with keeping Carvajal on for so long. If only he could hear me, my thoughts, just get him off. And it's not, about Carvajal. He's just, Vasquez is underrated, not that he's a good right back and or that he should, play that. But still, if we're gonna rate him with Carvajal, I think he's underrated, especially in the last game. Oh, something got in my eye. Especially in the last game, Vasquez played much better than Carvajal, and in this game, our subs were probably the best players on the pitch. Uh, um, Before I continue, I'm just gonna get back to the chat, just see what you guys are talking about. Dennis said, man, I hope we don't get City next year in the semis, especially second leg being at the Etihad. Give me City in a second leg at Bernabeu, or final next year, but first we must spend in the summer. You said it all, man. In one message. Obviously no one wants to get City, and consistently for years now they've been the best or one of the best clubs in the world, and it's really difficult to compete with them. And yeah, they're a giant. There's nothing you can say about that. Did we have hopes about this game? Definitely, and it is what it is. Spencer says a la Madrid. Neon says City. You got battered by the babies. Okay. Neon says we just gave you a total footballing lesson. Take that beating. Fair enough, you did. And I'm just trying to keep calm and not be angry. The guys will probably be much angrier than me. I'm just drained and depressed from this, honestly. And after a day I've had to watch this, I don't know. Dennis says, man, worst performance of the season. No fight. It should have been 7 or 8. I'm so angry, man. Season over. Serious work to be done in the summer. Yeah, 100%. We gave up on the league long time ago. Like, long time ago. And I said it earlier today on the show. Well done to Barcelona. The season they've had, even though we don't think about them as being like incredible or something, but just the amount of points they have right now is gonna be a record. And the amount of goals they got scored on, everything they did this season has been on point, except from the other tournaments, not the league. They're out of all tournaments, but yeah, Barcelona did really well this season, and well done to them. It was difficult to compete with them in the league. It's just our team was just not up for it again. Not there just wasn't enough energy this season for our team to go for the league again and the Champions League. It was one or the other. It's it is what it is that we go out in the semis, but at least it's in the semis and we didn't give up the league for nothing. It still feels like we gave up the league for nothing, and it's not that we just gave it to them like it was our choice. Not saying that, but still, I think we all just expected so much more from this game. Not from the season or anything, just from this game, because at the end of last season, no one could have predicted what we're gonna do. Are we gonna crash and burn down after winning it and being on top? For example, like what happened to Liverpool, they didn't win it, but flying so high, sometimes you fall really, really hard, when you slap the ground. But yeah, it hurts, but we will get through it, and next season, we're gonna go for it, and we can all predict right now that everything everyone will be talking about will be transfers, and I don't blame them. It's something that we've been talking about for a long, long time on this podcast. Neon says, Madrid were absolutely dog shit today. You wouldn't even survive in the Premier League. Let's just not bring up that subject, because I think it's unnecessary to bring up the Premier League in this, and there is nothing you can say to prove or say anything that would prove your statement with this, and us having the shit game does not prove anything, and fair enough, we do not have a good track record against City, but just look at other teams. Dennis says, big up Doris for the watch along. This was hard to watch, but this is what this club give us. We have our ups and downs. We will be back. Definitely, man. Definitely. And we will probably go all in this summer for transfers. So there will be a lot to be hopeful about and talk about, and be happy about. Right now, it will be, a tough pill to swallow. It felt like it was right there, and it hurts, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't want to watch the goals. I'm sorry. Just gonna change the program. Yeah, I'm just getting more and more annoyed by the minute of looking that. But yeah, I don't know. Leave your thoughts in the comments, guys, if you have anything to say. Remember, be respectful. But yeah, I have nothing to say for City then. Well done, that was a really good game from you guys. I just expected my team to do better. Mo says, City close to winning treble, just need to beat Chelsea to win Premier League, Man United FA Cup, Inter Milan Champions League. Well, we'll see if they win against United. They probably will. But yeah, I've been saying this entire watch along how unfair it feels for City players to reach such highs in their career, and being so good, and being such class players, to be remembered by the reputation of their team. It's just unfortunate for them, and honestly I do feel story for Silva, De Bruyne, and basically all of your players. But what they're doing, the players deserve to feel pride with it. Whether you're gonna talk about City as a club and what they're doing, I don't know that. I don't want to go into that, But if we're gonna talk about 11 players against 11 players, tonight they were just better than us. They just were, you know. Usman sends heart. Raham says Vamos, Big Steve was right. Of course he was. Well, also big up Big Steve. He was huge for us in these semis. He helped us a lot with a few previews and stuff, and he brought you guys to our channel. So I still have to say thank you for that. Hungi7 says, I don't know who was writing the super chats on the Big Six, but you look like a clown now, Lo. That was Sanite. You probably haven't seen this channel before. Who is who? Then I do the watch along sometimes. Stan says the most painful thing about this loss is that City, our team, Real fans are not allowed to wish for by most Madrid podcasters. If you say we need Clara, you told me we have Rodrigo. Yeah, that's what City do. It's difficult to understand what you're trying to say there, but you mentioned Rodrigo there, and I don't know if you're trying to say that we need to let go of Rodrigo or not, but I'm gonna be the first person to tell you I don't want him to go. And everyone has their own, opinions on our players, who should stay, who shouldn't, and it just sucks that we're, keeping some players and thinking about some players not just for footballing reasons, it's not about who they are as a person, for some of them. It's not a reality show, for fuck's sakes. So, Rodrigo definitely deserves his spot in this team, so I wouldn't really go into the subject of Rodrigo if that was what you were trying to say. If you were trying to say that we need Kvaratskhelia. Suelo Morale says, painful, I'm hurt, I don't mind going out, but that performance, man. Exactly my thinking. I mean, last season, there's some City fans here, there's some Madrid fans, but I think a lot of people were watching that Clásico, and that's it, like, we were winning the league anyway, and, we won the league, but it's still losing by that much, and this, like, we still feel proud of our team, but losing by 4-0 is just, it puts a dagger in your heart, not that, I'm gonna feel any different about the players that played tonight, but still the performance just wasn't there by any means. Mo says, what positions do Real Madrid need new players? How many transfers are needed in summer? Well, there's one thing we can talk about, is it's about need, and it's one excuse me, my mouse fell down. Anyway, it's one thing to talk about need, and it's one thing to talk about realistically, or something that we want, because right now everyone is talking about is Jude Bellingham. Do we what was that? Everyone is talking about Jude and all that. To be honest, our midfield is not, the burning spot of our team. Tony and Luka had an atrocious game tonight, but still, on their days they're such good players, and some people are defending Tony more, some people are defending Luka more. We'll see what happens. I don't want to see either of them go. I'm of course biased for Lukita, but still, both of them. I don't want to see them go, but I would understand the club completely, and it just sucks that they, didn't go out with a bang, because if they won, I would expect them to retire, pretty much immediately. Except Luka would play on the 16th of June. Croatia has finals of the Nations League, so that's gonna be a trophy that he could win. But for the transfers, I feel like the midfield is not the burning spot of our team, but I think every Madrid fan will call out our fullbacks. Both sides, all of our players just absolutely horrible. There's nothing we can do there. We can praise Kamavinga for his abilities there, but it's more so that we're praising him because he's saving us. Such a young player, he's saving us, and he's playing out of position there, but that's not good enough. There's definitely for a club this size, and definitely with a club that has their own money, that earn their own money, and if we only just spend it on the right places, and those are the exact same places that we were expecting this season that we were gonna fill up. Every single fan, every single podcast, every single part of media that was talking about Madrid was talking about adding fullbacks in our team. We got Chouameni because Casemiro left, but and Rudiger. But apart from that, it's basically all the same. We're playing the exact same team as last season without Casemiro and Chouameni not covering for him or playing instead of Casemiro, because it's not working out that way. Not that he's bad if you're not watching him regularly, but it's not Casemiro, I can tell you that right now. And it sucks that after winning the Champions League with no right wing, with the Carvajal as our right back, even though he has his moments and it's Dani Carvajal, he has his ups and downs, very high ups and very high downs, and that's kind of the thing, with that player for me. He's the kind of guy that will give you like an assist or two assists for some reason and then give you a penalty for no reason. So yeah, fullbacks are just our burning spot of our team and our right wing, and there's a lot of talk for Vinicius and Rodrigo who deserves what spot, but I would like to keep both of them if it was me. And there's people talking about, for example, like leaving Rodrigo to go on a loan, and I'm just like, are you absolutely out of your mind? I mean, as much as it would be good for Rodrigo to play regularly, as a starter in his main position, I don't know who you're expecting to play on the left side when Vinicius isn't there. And I don't know, like, we're used to him always being there and available for every single game of the season, but I don't see us leaving Rodrigo, but our right wing spot is also something that needs to be filled up immediately. And we played Valverde there for a long time on the right wing, Valverde, and now we're playing Rodrigo. Neither of them are right wingers, and Vinicius seems unable to switch, and it's a good thing that he's playing on the left. I'm not saying that, but when you have options of Valverde, Rodrigo, and Asensio, with only Asensio being somewhat of a right winger, I don't know. I feel like I'm just, talking to myself right now, just ranting to myself. Anyway, I'll just finish it up. Yadu says, thanks for holding the fort down. Doris just hurt with our performance today. Yeah, I know, Yadu. I know. Obom15 says, horrible performance. We clearly need some transfers. Hopefully, new right back and backup striker much needed. I didn't even talk about the striker. And that's the thing, like, we believe in our players, which is a problem with Ancelotti. It feels like, because it feels like we believe in too much, We believed in Benzema this season, and as we should have, because he still played well. But, we're always going to compare him to what he did last season, and he just wasn't near that. He just wasn't. Hoke says, Dor is the real hero. Thank you, Hoke. Rajat, I'm not sure how you say that. Hey, what up? Need new right back, right wing, backup, and for sure striker. We don't need a right wing backup, we need a right wing, like a starter right wing. And I love Rodrigo, but it's, especially in this market, it's really difficult to choose like a real quality right winger. It feels like the market is practically empty. If we look at like well-known names and like big stars, if we're looking like younger players and unknown players, it's a different scouting thing, but still the market feels just drained. Bernardo says, just got home after that. Cheers, by the way. Cheers, Bernardo, you had a good game. Just a very depressing way to say it. Rahat says, Vinny didn't get the space for doing much. Vinny didn't get any space. Walker was all over him the entire game, and Vinny lost the ball quite a few times, during the game, but it is what it is. We didn't win. We got dominated the entire game, and yeah, we move on. We're just gonna have to move on from this. Rhys Kennedy says, you need to change your score to 4-0. Come on, City. Yeah. Rub it in. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not. But yeah, that is it. Basically, guys, thank you for coming still. It was difficult to watch this. It hurt a lot, but it is what it is. But thank you guys for coming, and see you for the post-match. It'll be starting any minute now. Yeah.